Named Glaucus atlanticus after the Greek sea god Glaucus, but more commonly known as blue dragon, these little mollusks hang out upside down in many of the world's open oceans. They eat deadly jellyfish and other types of poisonous organisms. Yes, using their radular teeth, this animal has a taste for danger. But they have a defensive system that consists in a venom in the tips of its extremities. This slug isn't venomous by itself. It swallows and stores the stinging nematocysts of his victims, and then uses them itself. They like to float together as close as possible to their prey and being carried by currents and winds, creating groups known as blue fleets. This can be useful for both breeding and eating. There are 14 species of crocodiles, which vary in lifespan between 35 to 75 years and considerably in size. The smallest, the dwarf crocodile, grows to an average 1.5 meters and weighs around 60 pounds or 25 kilograms. The largest is the saltwater crocodile, which can grow up to 7.0 meters, weighing around 2,400 pounds or 1,100 kilograms. Their jaws can apply 5,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, the strongest bite of any animal. To compare, a human's jaw only produces 100 pounds of pressure. They are extremely fast in the water, swimming up to speeds of 35 kilometers per hour. It's a common myth that crocodiles can run fast on land. They can run up to 17 kilometers per hour for short distances. This, added to their extremely developed sense of smell and hearing, makes them capable of preying upon large mammals, such as smaller elephants, hippos. Pangolins are shy, nocturnal, prehistoric mammals that are completely covered in plate-like scales. Their scales are made of keratin, the same protein that forms human nails. Pangolins are insectivorous. Their diet mainly consists of ants and termites, which they capture with their extremely long, sticky tongues, which extends up to 40 centimeters. Similar to a hedgehog, the pangolin will roll up, protecting their soft, furry bellies. Its face is also tucked under its tail, and they can emit a noxious-smelling chemical from their glands when defending themselves, and use it to mark their territory. They are bipedal. This means they can walk on their hind legs with the front limbs and tail held off the ground used as a counterbalance. Unfortunately, they are the world's most trafficked mammal due to the high demand of their scales and meat. The illegal trade in pangolins is estimated to be worth about $19 billion a year. The AI is a rare lemur that is native to Madagascar. Found primarily in rainforests, they are the world's largest nocturnal primate and generally spends most of its life in the trees. They are the only primate to use echolocation to find its prey. When they tap trees, they use echolocation signals to find cavities and detect the vibrations and movements of insect larvae moving within the cavities. Is one of only 2 animal species that hunts for food using percussive foraging. They will tap on trees to locate grubs and then chew a hole into the wood, using its incisors that are slanted forward. Once a small hole has been gnawed into the tree, it will insert its long middle finger and pull grubs out. They are believed to be bad omens by their native residents. If an AI is caught by someone who sees them as evil, the animal is killed on sight and hung so that the evil spirits can be carried off by travelers. The frilled lizard, also known as the frilled-necked lizard or frilled dragon, is a species of lizard native to northern Australia and southern New Guinea. They primarily feed on insects, such as ants, termites, and centipedes. They spend up to 90% of their time up trees. Meeting other lizards is difficult enough, and feeding time is also tricky. Termites and centipedes and other creepy, they're much more prevalent on the ground. They flash for a variety of reasons, over territory, females, or to deter predators, widening its frill to maximum capacity and opening its mouth. And if that doesn't work, they can hiss. There are even some suggestions that it can even aid in hearing. Their coloration gives clues about the nutritional content of the animal's food. Orange frills suggest it's been eating more carotenoids, and yellow or white imply a lack of certain pigment cells. A yellow frill is linked to steroid concentration. Chrysopelea are most commonly known as the flying snake. There are 5 species, which inhabit jungles, forests, and woodlands of South and Southeast Asia. They are day hunters, and they are meat-eating snakes, and will hunt lizards, birds, bats, frogs, and rodents. The flying snake doesn't really fly, it glides by using ridge scales located along its belly. This snake can climb vertically up a tree by pushing those ridges into tree bark. When one reaches the end of a branch, it will dangle itself into a J-shaped bend, and if they have enough space and they land on the ground, flying snakes appear to drop their tail down first, almost like their landing gear to soften and control their landing. It is capable of traveling more than 100 meters in a single glide, with speeds of the average flying snake in mid-air ranges from 8 to 10 meters per second. This allows them to catch prey efficiently.
They achieve this flattened position.
Living well over a kilometer down, goblin sharks have wrinkled, translucent skin, and through this, it's their blood that gives them a murky pink or purplish-gray tinge. When they're little, they're equipped with disproportionately huge noses. These are packed with an array of electroreceptors called ampullae of Lorenzini that help it identify tiny little heartbeats of tiny little food items in the inky blackness. Goblin shark has rapidly extendable jaws that attach to an expandable, muscular mouth and throat. They have many teeth arranged in multiple rows, 35 and 53 rows in the upper jaw, and 31 to 62 rows in the lower jaw. The teeth located in the main part of the jaw are narrow and long. This is a truly deep-sea animal. The goblin shark has been caught in depths of between 890 and 3,150 feet and as deep as 4,300 feet.